What is up, you guys? My name is Greg, and I am with Rocky Mountain Resale. And this is going to be 11 items that I sold on Mercari for a little over $2,300. Everything here has either been thrifted or won at the auction or, secondhand in some way. So let's get started. This first thing is it's made by Big Sky Carvers. If you look that up on eBay, they have a bunch of different they make a lot of bears and a lot of nativity sets with moose, bears. I think there's even a dog and a cat version. These moose tivities sell for a lot of money. This is just four, little moose. Is that how you say it? Mooses, mises. They're barely over 2 inches tall. They don't make them anymore. People love them. There's different parts that you can add together to make the giant, the complete set. So this is just part of it. Sold for $237. I got this on consignment, actually, from, just somebody I know. They used to own a shop here locally in town, and they shut down. So I did split this with them. No money into it because it was split, so very good profit, and it sold almost immediately, I think within the same day or the next day of listing. This is a Star Trek 25th anniversary from the Franklin Mint. It's a chess set. This was from the auction. I want to say I paid 25, maybe 30 for it. And I don't have my numbers in front of me for any of this stuff, so sorry if I might be off on a couple things, just a few dollars. But this took about maybe 2 weeks to sell. Really good condition. The one thing that I didn't realize on this was that people would want the certificate of authentication, which I didn't have. Of course, after this person purchased it and I shipped it out, then they sent me a message saying, "Hey, this comes with the certificate, right?" And I let them know no, and I was worried, thinking that they would return it as soon as they got it, and I had no issues. So yeah, the Franklin Mint can be good, but just a really good, solid item. It was super heavy. You could just tell it was quality. This is a Thusain Spry Step. It's like a brace, pretty much. Now, on this, I do want to warn you, I don't know the rules on medical devices on, across the different platforms. This isn't prescription, and I did not have any problems listing it on here. This sold for $130. I had it for a couple of years, and then I realized that I didn't even have it listed anywhere. So I listed it, and it sold within a couple months. And I might have $5 into it, if not less. This is a Filter Queen, the model M360. I love selling these old vacuums. Every time somebody buys one from me, they always say, they don't make them like this anymore. And you can, they're just quality made, and people like what they like. This comes with, if you look, so this is the canister, and then the attachments, and then this is the power head, and then obviously this connects into the vacuum and allows you to vacuum like normal. Just good quality. People really like these older vacuums because they don't have to, if you buy this, you can probably expect for it to last 20 years, if not more. So sold that for $365. I want to say I probably had $20 into this. So this is it. I got this at the auction. I have maybe $5 into it because I bought a big box full of different patterns like this. But what it is it's a set of Santa and all of his reindeer. And what you do is you put it on a big piece of plywood, glue it on there, and then you cut it out with a Sawzall or jigsaw or whatever it is. And then you have these giant wooden, decorations in your front yard. This sold overnight. I did list it. I probably could have gotten another $100, honestly. I don't know. I wasn't thinking. And I want to say this even sold a couple days before Christmas. So I don't know. I just undervalued it. Sold overnight. Still though, I'm really happy with it. I think I paid 30 or 35 for the entire box, and I more than quadrupled my money just on this sale. This buyer also bought another pattern that I had, and I think that was maybe $80. So these next two things are both Cutco blocks. I found them both at the same time at the same thrift store. One was priced like $8 and the other was $4. I don't know what they saw the difference as. The only real difference in them is the stain on them. This was a wood cherry, and this, I don't know what I called this. Oh, an oak. And then as well as, do you see right here this little knife slot? One of them had the plastic in there, and one of them didn't. So I sold one for $175 and one for $180. $15 into them. They are heavy, maybe around 10 pounds, but they're super hard to break, so they're easy to ship, and just a really good brand to look out for is Cutco, whether it be the blocks or the knives. Really good seller. This is a Zenith VCR Combo TV. I found this when I was in Denver with my buddy Joey Bada Bing. People like these. I guess they, whether they're buying them for testing TVs, or they say that the old video game consoles don't look right on the newer TVs, and so gamers like to buy these. Just, I guess it looks better. This is obviously meant to go in your car, so maybe just kids that have VHS tapes that they want to watch, or whatever the case may be. I think I paid under $20 for this. Sold for $171. If anyone's interested in seeing a video of how I pack TVs like this, let me know and I can try and get that made. But nothing to be afraid of. Just double box them. So yeah, sold for $170, maybe within a couple months or so. So this is a Sleep Number 2-hose air pump with the remotes, and what this does is it, a Sleep Number bed, the adjustable beds that are really expensive. Basically, these hoses connect to the air bladders that are in either side of the bed, and allow for airflow to go in, and you can adjust how much air, whether you want less or more. These kind of things sell really well because the bed is essentially useless without it. That goes for the remotes as well. If you just find the single remotes, if somebody loses their remote, they're screwed. They can't adjust the bed at all. They, the thing that they paid thousands of dollars for is useless if they don't have the remote or this thing that helps fill up the bed. So be on the lookout for these. I've never found this, the machine before, or whatever you want to call it, but I do find the remotes quite often, and they usually go for above $50 most of the time. So be on the lookout for those. Paid probably $10 for it. It sold for $170. This is a back to life. I don't know what you would call it. Like not a massager, but what you do is you lay this in front of you, and then you lay on your back, and you put your ankles up in these two slots up here, and then the neck, it basically just moves up and down, and it's supposed to just align your back and help with back issues or your chi, even, if that's the right word, CHI. I find these probably once a month. Usually they don't have the paperwork or the cord with them, so they do go for a little bit less, but this one happened to have everything. It even had a DVD with it. Sold for $140 within a week or so, if that. I want to say I paid $15 for it. And then this last thing, this list of items was basically my highest dollar amount items that I've ever sold on Mercari. So I have had this in a video before, but it was one of my top selling items. So this is a Rushton Crying Bear. It's just a stuffed animal with a rubber face. Rushton is a great brand. Not all are as high dollar as this. And this, I honestly think I undersold it. I had it listed for $450 and ended up getting an offer for $250. It was a couple days before Easter last year, or maybe it was even Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. And the lady messaged me, made me the offer. She happened to live a town over, so I put it in the mail. It got to her the next day, and I was paid out my money, a day later. I got this at the Goodwill bins, which, if you don't know, is like a pay by the pound store. And they were taking the bins away, and I happened to see this peeking out, and I had remembered the rubber face things. So I grabbed it. started looking it up, and I went up to Yvonne and I said, "Oh my gosh, look what I found!" And so yeah, $250, and I have $1 maximum into it. So yeah, that has been my highest selling items on Mercari. 11 items for a little over $2,300. Thanks for watching. Bye.